Go. Yeah.
Okay, presenting Marco Kurz, head coach of Reds Hyundai, and Jordan Elsey. Questions to Marco first, please, when you are ready.
Marco, coming off back-to-back losses, how have the players responded this week in training?
What means responded?
Reacted.
Reacted. Yeah, the training week was good. Yeah, we trained well. The focus was good for the game now against Newcastle. I think it was a normal week for us. We trained a couple of sessions. One of the main focus, for example, was in the training week was to create chances and to finish and to score goals. I think we had a lot of good moments in our last games, but we did the wrong decisions. And that's the final pass, and that was one of the main focus, or one of the main focus in this week.
Also having Karim Moore cleared of, I guess, serious injury, and also Baba Diawara back in the squad. Yes. How much of a boost is that for tomorrow's game?
I think it's important that players come back after injuries. Maybe by Baba. He started to train with the team at the beginning of the week. After a couple of weeks, we missed him. He has no problems with his musculature, and I was very happy for the boy and also for us. Baba has a good quality, and it's good to know that he is tomorrow in our squad. Also Karim is in the squad, in the 80-player squad, and we will see tomorrow.
What about the other boys, Johan and Vinny? Are they anywhere near playing, or are they still?
We have more.
Go to your homework. You can go to your notes if you need.
I start with Ersan.
What have you seen from those boys?
Yeah. Ersan, he can join parts of the training, for example, passing drill and small rondas. I hope he can train with the team in the next week. Johan, he makes individual training with Greg King, our fitness coach, runs light ball work. I hope he can train with the team in the next 1 or 2 weeks. Yeah. If we are on the lucky side, he will be fit for the bench in the FFA Cup final, but it's not 100% sure. The same with Vinny. Taylor started yesterday with running, light running. Like more grandma, but it's okay. He will take a couple of weeks until he gets back in the team training, and I think that's enough. But we are on a good way that the players come back.
Has it been frustrating for you as a coach? You had a couple of weeks there where you had close to your best team and you guys were flying, and then you've had a couple of weeks where you've just been missing a few first choice players.
No, I'm not frustrated. No, I'm happy with my squad, and I know that I have good quality in the whole squad. And now I know that the starter for tomorrow, that was our best team tomorrow, and I'm confident that we make a great job. For me, it's normal that you have injured players. I think we have to beginning not the luck with the injuries. There are a couple of big injuries, but it is what it is. And that's the reason, because we have a bigger squad.
Marco, are you tempted to start Baba up front, given George is still yet to score this season? Is it tempting?
No. When the player's in the squad, it's always he can always start when he's 100% fit.
Talk about George though. How's his confidence at the moment?
Yeah, George is a young player. It's a hard worker. He started in the pre-season with the cup games. He made 12. Yeah, and for us, it's a very important player. For me, it's a striker not only on the pitch to score goals, also to work hard and to open spaces for a winger, for example, and George makes good. But it's a young player. It's not possible for a young player to play constant. I know he needs ups and downs, but I'm happy with George and also with Baba. That's our two very good strikers in the A-League.
Marco, Newcastle have been in ripping form, been playing really well.
Yes.
How big a test is it for the Reds?
Yeah, I think every game it's a hard test in the A-League. The teams are very close together. I like the play style from Ernest's team. They started very well in the first 5 games and scored the most goal in the A-League. Actually, they have with O'Donovan the best scorer in the A-League. I know that we must be awake about 90 minutes and defend very extraordinarily good tomorrow. That we have a chance, but we are ready.
Have you been? I've looked at some statistics, and the Reds have taken the most shots in the A-League, but have the fewest on target. Has there been work done on goal scoring and shots on goal at training?
That's what I said before. I think we have a lot of good moments in all games we played in the past, but we did the wrong decision at the last pass, or we must get more shots on the target. That's our work. For me, it's important that we have the chances. Yeah? And the next and the final steps will be score more goals, but I saw us on a good way this season.
So the talent is obviously there to score the goals. Maybe it's just in the decision making, just getting that right.
Sometimes you need more experience, more calm in these moments. Sometimes you will play the final pass too quick, and that's the experience. But the boys work hard, and we make a good analysis after every game. And I see us on a good way. I'm very positive.
Maybe a month before you get your full squad back in fit, allowing for maybe some minor injuries other than that. But what's acceptable in the next month in terms of winning? Can you expect that you'll get 3 or 4 wins in the next month, or is that too much to ask with the squad being changed around with injury?
I'm not the coach who thinks too much games. I think for the next game, that's Newcastle, and we have a very good chance to win the game. For me, we want to win the game. We beat them in the cup final. We know in this game was very close, and we are the lucky winner. But we have a good quality tomorrow. We play at home, and that's our stadium. And we will get 3 points at home in Adelaide.
Mark, you talk about composure and calm in front of goal. How do you as a coach or as a manager teach that to a player? How do you try and tell a striker or a forward to be calm in front of goal?
I hope I found the right exercises in the last week for the boys, that they feel confidence tomorrow. Yeah, but it's I don't know the word, but it's adapting. Yeah, it's experience. Sometimes it's a way you must go, and yeah, I'm ready to go the way with my boys.
Marco, after the Melbourne City game, you spoke about how much you like the atmosphere here at High March,
Yes.
the playing surface.
Yes.
How keen are you finally, I guess, to get an A-League win for the home supporters?
Yeah, we will. We want to win tomorrow, and we will get our supporters 3 points. That's the goal for every game. Target is to get the points at home, and we know about the quality from our supporters, and we will. Give them a good feeling after the game with a win.
Jordan?
It's good, huh? I know. I'm not. No, it's secret.
All right, guys, for Jordan Elsey, when you're ready.
Oh, Jordan, have you found? We spoke to your defensive partner in crime last week. Have you found the sort of young, more inexperienced pairing down back early on?
Yeah, obviously, Benny, I've known Benny my whole playing career, so it's not a new experience really. I'm comfortable with him, and it's not just me and Benny, it's me, Izzo, it's the whole back line and the midfield. So obviously it's the start of a new partnership, and it can only get better from here, and we're looking to do that tomorrow.
We speak a lot about the injured boys, and two of the injured boys that will come back at some point and probably trying to take your position back off of you. How important are these games that you get now and sort of saying to Marco, well, hang on, think about me in the future for this position when the boys are fully fit?
Yeah, it's like any year really. There's always someone knocking on the door to try and take your spot, or I'm trying to take someone's spot. I mean, that's what Marco wants in training. He wants to be competitive, and I'm sure Urson and Regan will be fighting for their spots back from me and Benny. And I mean, me and Benny are learning from Urson and Regs, even though they're not training with us, they're still talking to us and helping us. And it's good, it's what we want from our experienced players, and it doesn't matter if they're on the park or off the park, they're still helping.
Spoke about it before, obviously Newcastle have a lot of firepower going forward, leading scorers as a team, and O'Donovan, Petrados, Naboo, lots of pace. What's that like as a proposition for yourself and Ben to face, and how have you prepared for that this week?
Yeah, they have good quality strikers and wingers, and like I said before, it's not just me and Ben, it's a collective team defending. So for me personally, I like playing against the top strikers in the league. It keeps me switched on, and it should be good. I'm excited. It's on our home ground. They should feel pressure, and yeah.
Where do you rate Newcastle in the scheme of the A-League at the moment? They're undefeated, a lot of games where they've I think they've had a 5-goal game, a couple of threes. How do you rate them against the rest of the comp at the moment?
Yeah, well, we're 5 games into the comp, so it's hard to rate a team. I mean, watching their games, they're good going forward, they're dangerous, they create chances, and we'll be looking to stop that tomorrow.
What about your knee, George? I know you've spoken a bit and you've been back for a while now, but how hard's that sort of been coming back and then now being back? What sort of maintenance do you have to do to stay on top of it?
Yeah, I try not to think about it, obviously, when I'm playing, but it's in the back of your mind. I'm always doing the right things before games and after games to make sure I'm in the best, or the knee's in the best condition it can be, and just learning from mistakes before, doing the right things, and trying to stay on top of it.
What is that? Is that, I mean, more time in the physio, different warm-ups, or what do you do differently?
Yeah, getting a routine before game, same routine, stretching, and just being confident with it. I mean, it's a knee, it is what it is. I'm not thinking about it when I'm out there playing. So.
You mentioned Izzo's in pretty good nick at the moment. How much confidence do you get as a centre-back having a man like that behind you?
Yeah, definitely. I think everyone gets confidence with Izzo behind us. We have a special bond, same as Benny. We've known each other for nearly 10 years now, so we know exactly what we're going to do on the pitch and what each other's like. And he's in good form, and I hope he'll take that on to tomorrow.
Jordan, you yet to have a clean sheet yet in the A-League this season as a team. What would that mean to get that tomorrow night?
Yeah, it would mean a huge deal in front of our own fans. I mean, it's just about the focus, and I know everyone hypes up the slow starts, but obviously we'll be looking to rectify that tomorrow with our focus, and all the boys will be switched on from the first whistle.
Do you get into a few of the boys up front and say, we're doing some pretty good work back here, just put it in the back of the net, or?
No, I mean, like I said before, it's competitive at training. There's always, everyone's pushing each other, and it's a good thing. But that's for them to do. I'll worry about trying to stop the goals.
Well done, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much.
Tomorrow.